This is Dante Williams, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So it was a couple weeks ago, I don't remember exactly when, but Austin Trout, he did an interview, and he broke down how he thought this fight would play out between Canelo Alvarez and Erislandy Lara. Now, Austin Trout, he believed that Erislandy Lara was going to dominate Canelo in this fight. But see, it's a difference between just saying it and actually breaking it down. And what Austin Trout did is he broke it down to a T why he believed Erislandy Lara was going to dominate Canelo Alvarez. And then he did say later on, now, you know, if it goes to the judges, you know, I don't know if they're going to be fair and give the fight to Lara if he deserves it. But in terms of just performance, he believed that Lara would dominate him. And I made a video about that, right? Matter of fact, if you guys want to check out that video, I'll add the link in the description box. So after I did the video, of course, I started getting people sending me messages. And a couple people, they basically said, okay, well, you got Austin Trout's thoughts on the fight. So now why don't you get Angulo's thoughts on this fight? So we can get a little bit of balance, right? So that's exactly what I did. I got Angulo's thoughts on the Canelo versus Lara fight. Shouts out to my boy, Chris Robinson, HustleBoss.com. He got an exclusive interview with Alfredo ANGULO following the Marcos Maidana Mayweather fight. And he asked Angulo his thoughts on Canelo versus Lara. And unlike Austin Trout, who had a full detailed breakdown, Angulo's response or his thoughts were very brief. He truly believes that it's a 50-50 fight. He said it'll be a good fight. I think it's a 50-50 fight. That's pretty much all he said. Now, even though he didn't say anywhere near as much as Austin Trout said about the fight, I think when you look at the contrast between the fighters that have been in the ring with both of these fighters, as opposed to a lot of the fans outside of the ring looking in, I think we would all have to agree to a certain extent that the boxers that have been in the ring with these guys, their opinions or their thoughts are just a little bit more relevant, okay? And so far, we've got two fighters, Austin Trout and Alfredo ANGULO. Austin Trout, he believes this will be an easy fight for Erislandy Lara. Now, ANGULO, he believes that this is a 50-50 fight. Now, see, to me, the way I look at it is you got two guys that have been in the ring with these fighters, and neither one of these guys are picking Canelo Alvarez to win this fight. Don't get me wrong, I understand Angulo said it's a 50-50 fight, but I'm just simply making the point that neither one of these guys said Canelo wins the fight. Canelo is going to dominate this fight. Now, once again, I got to bring up the contrast. I've been telling you guys for the longest. I done already interviewed and talked to about 20 to 30 boxers and trainers. Now, when I asked them, all of them picked Canelo Alvarez to win the fight. That's a hell of a distinction by way of contrast, isn't it? So I guess we're going to find out which party holds more water, right? Either the fighters that have been in the ring with Canelo and Erislandy Lara, or the many boxers and trainers. Either way it goes, the anticipation just continues to grow until we finally get to see who is going to win this fight. You know, another thing I want to say regarding Angulo's thoughts about this fight playing out, what he said can also be interpreted as him not wanting to tell people that he believes that Lara would beat his own countrymen because there is a lot of pride involved. And not only that, but maybe he doesn't want to get the backlash of Mexican fans calling him somewhat of a sellout and so on and so forth. I mean, when Juan Marquez called Canelo an overrated fighter, the boxing fans, the Canelo fans, and a lot of the Mexican fans, they were really upset with Marquez for saying that. You know, they all said that he's just jealous. Oh, it's just jealousy. That's all it is jealousy. Because it can't be the fact that it's true. If he says it has to be jealousy. I mean, there's just no way that this could be true, right? This is what you call pride, okay? Your pride will not allow you to hear something that goes against what you believe. I mean, let's just really think about it for a second. Imagine if Nonito Donaire was asked who will win a fight between Manny Pacquiao and anybody who's not a Filipino fighter. Do you think that Donaire would ever say, oh, I think that non-Filipino guy is going to beat Manny Pacquiao? He would never say that because he understands the backlash he would get from the Philippines and the Filipino fans, right? So the only point that I'm making is it could be possible that he truly believes that it's a 50-50 fight. And it also could be a possibility that he thinks Lara may win this fight, but he doesn't want to just go out there and say it. Another thing I want to add before I end this video, don't you guys think it is very interesting that all of the people that said, look at what Angulo did to Lara. Canelo's going to destroy Lara because of what Angulo did by knocking down Lara twice, right? All of these guys that are using Angulo as their reasoning why they believe Canelo's going to win this fight, all of a sudden you ask Angulo, and what does he say? I think it's a 50-50 fight. Isn't that remarkable? In just a few words, Angulo just basically debunked the theory of Canelo winning this fight easy just because what Angulo did to Erislandy Lara. Either way, it's a great fight, and I can't wait to watch it. That's pretty much all I got, guys. I'm on to the next one.